Hello everyone, so welcome back to my YouTube page on Let's Media Global TV. My name is Bra Alex. You can choose to call me Ganyobi Sidor. Yeah, so building up from where I ended in my last video, I was speaking about some to-do list. I'll put the link in my description so that you just, if you fail to or you've not seen that video, you can go and watch that video. Yeah, so I promise you that I'll delve more or speak more or talk more about accommodation. Yeah, so today I have with me, I've listed them here. I'm going to basically speak about before that, I don't intend for this video to be long, because as it keeps long, it makes it boring for people to watch. And you understand? Yeah, I understand also. Yeah, so I'm going to make it snappy, short, and then in case you don't understand anything, you just let me know what you think at the comment section. Yeah, so today I'm going to talk about the types of accommodation for international students, and then also talk about the reason why I prefer you having your own accommodation, or maybe sorting it right from home, back at home, before coming to Germany. If not, when you get here, like why I said you should opt for Airbnb. There's another option apart from Airbnb. Yeah, so and then also I'm going to speak more about why nowadays some people are not willing to accept people to squat with them. Yeah, I'll tell you all these things. So yeah, so if today is your first time watching me, my name is Bra Alex. You can choose to call me Ganyobi Sidor, and this is my YouTube channel. Please, if this video is insightful, useful to you, and very informative, please make sure you subscribe, you like, you watch, you share, you comment, and that's very important for me. Yeah, so let's go right to what I have for you. But before then, don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Intro.
Crazy on it.
Hello guys, so welcome back again. So yeah, I'm going straight to the topic I have right now. So with accommodation, I already said in my last video that you have to sort it out you have to sort your accommodation right at home before coming to Germany. But if you feel, or if you're unable to get accommodation or sort the accommodation issue back at home, when you get here, I'll prefer you going in for Airbnb. You understand? Because some of you are willing to or have in mind to squat with a friend or a relative, which to me, you can do that, but to me, I don't see it to be a very good idea. You understand? Yeah, you have the freedom to do. Yeah, so let me start with the type of accommodation. So here in Germany, here we have types of accommodation for international students. First of all, we have the public or the government accommodation. So the government accommodation in Bremen, here we call it Studierendenwerk. I don't know how it is called in your city. Yeah, but in Bremen we call it Studierendenwerk. I don't know if it's the same as your city. They take care of student accommodations. You understand? Yeah, and it's quite cheap as compared to the private one. So we have the public accommodation or apartment, and then we have the private apartment, and then also we have the individual apartments. So let me break it down. With the public or government apartment, it is mainly for students, like students in your city. Like here in Bremen, like this, we have Studierendenwerk, so they take care of student accommodation where they will sleep, like a hostel, and they have places, a lot of places here. Yeah, so when you come, it's difficult to get. Yeah, it's very difficult to get. So when you come, before you come, you have to book. You have to go to their website, and then I have a video. Yeah, I also have a video about how to get Studierendenwerk accommodation. So maybe I'll put the link in my description for you to go and watch and be updated. Yeah, but then you have to book an appointment with them. Like disturb them. They are taking care of a lot of emails. So your own, if you don't give them pressure, they will not mind you. Yeah. Also, I'll put their website on my description. Yeah, so And then we have private apartment. So with the private apartment is quite expensive. Yeah, it's for those who are, you know, loaded in their pockets. You understand? Yeah. So it's also for student, and but not only for student. It is for student and also for other people. You understand? Yeah. And then we have the last one. The last one is equally like the private one, because the last one we call it individual apartment. The individual apartment, let me say, like someone who has numerous houses, and the person decided to turn one house into student apartment, you know, to make money out of it. It's business, you understand? Yeah. So these people, they are, let me say, they are just like intermediate. They are in between private and then public, you understand? Because their price that they charge is, let's say, almost the same. Like, I wouldn't say more or less, it's in between, you understand? Yeah. So living with private apartments, you have your comfort. You can live with a shared, you can live in a shared apartment or single apartment. It will depend on your pocket. Yeah, because the shared apartment is less expensive, but with a single apartment is, you know, quite expensive. Yeah, you understand? More. Yeah. So but with a Studierendenwerk, it's also the same. You can live in a single apartment and also live in a shared apartment, like 6-4, you know, you understand? Yeah. But with the individual apartments, sometimes the landlord or the landladies live in the same house with the student or the tenants. You understand? If you have such a house, Charlie, you know, it's not easy living with your landlord or your landlady. You understand? Yeah, because there are laws, blah blah blah, music, you can't play music loud, blah blah. Like, there are a lot of flimsy laws. You understand? Yeah. So I've lived. Let me share with you my experience. I've lived in. When I came to Bremen, I was living with a friend. I squatted with a friend. He's a Nigerian. Yeah, we were friends back in Beckenfield, southern part of Germany. But he moved from Beckenfield to Bremen. Yeah, then a year later I also joined him. But before coming, I was disturbing him with accommodation, because I got to know that accommodation is like hot cake, like a coke. I don't want to mention the cocaine here. It's a hot cake for, you know, students. So I was worrying to get me accommodation, but he told me that I should rather come and then look for accommodation, because he's working and he knows that it is very difficult. So he's working and he can't do it alone. So I should come in and do it. And I was like, if I come, where I'll sleep to even be looking for accommodation problem. He said, but he's here, so I should come, blah blah blah. So fast forward, yes. So I said, okay, then maybe let me come and then squat with you for the meantime. And then when I went, everything was okay, blah blah blah, until he had, like, I'm just, you know, speeding up because of time. So he had a girlfriend. He got a girlfriend, and then the girlfriend wanted to spend some time with him, some weeks, you know, understand? And then the three of us can't be in the same room, you understand? And then in that house, that particular house, there were three people staying there, one Cameroonian and then two Nigerian. So we sat down to speak that, Charlie, the girlfriend is coming, so it would be difficult for both of us, for the three of us to be in the same room. So he suggested that I live with one guy who is also a Nigerian, but that guy's room is so small, and then that guy too has a girlfriend that it comes seldomly, you understand? So it won't be possible. So I moved out, and then I met one good man at church, and then I spoke with him that I'm in search of accommodation to, you know, students, blah blah blah. So he introduced me to his brother, and then we lived together. He's a Ghanaian, so I live with a Nigerian and a Ghanaian. So we were living together, blah blah blah, until I got my own, and then I left. And fast forward here. So when I left, I lived with an individual apartment, you understand? So the first individual apartment, I was living with these Arabs, and then this Bangladesh and those people, yeah, the Asians. Yeah, I was living with them, but the landlord was not living with us. So we were doing things on our own. You know, we don't give, yeah, we just do things how we want to live. We live, no pressure. Don't sleep, don't play music, don't do this, don't blah 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 blah. We're living on our own. Yeah. So we don't want to have experience with them, but Charlie, that will be in the next video. Yeah. So when I moved from there, and then I went to live also in an individual like another apartment. Like this is also an individual. The owner is like I was living this time around. The owner was living. The landlady was living with us, and she was giving us a whole lot of laws, rules, blah 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 blah. So fast forward, all this while I have applied to Studierendenwerk. So I was giving them pressure, and then I was like, so hold and behold, one day I was there, and then they gave me email that, yeah, do I still need an accommodation? I said yes, and I told them that I prefer to get a single apartment. I don't want to live in a shared apartment because I've had a lot of experience with people like in the shared apartment, so I don't like it here. So I want my comfort. Yeah. So they said, okay, they've gotten me some, so I should forward my details, my money, pay, blah blah blah, and I did it. That's how come I'm here. This is it. Yeah, we call it Emmy von Lager. It's like it's Legon, more than it's Legon. Yeah. So I'm done with the type of accommodation. I'm done with So now, moving on. Let me go to why I prefer you living alone, or like. So if you're unable to sort out accommodation back at home, and you get to Germany, I know you'll be willing to live with like a friend or a relative. Fine, but I'll prefer you living in Airbnb, or there are some subcontract, we call it a subletting. Like me, if I've planned to travel to Ghana or Canada or USA, you understand, or Netherlands, and I know I'll be long, I'll be that long. I can't leave this place like that. Whilst I'm away, I'll still be paying my rent. So why don't I give this place to someone like a subcontract, someone who I trust? I'll take the person's in details and blah blah blah. The person will be living and the person will be paying the rent until I come back. You understand? We call it sublet. So if you're unable to book an appointment, you have to opt for a sublet, and it's very good because Airbnb is also expensive, but with a sublet it's okay. Yeah. So that is it, because living in Airbnb or a sublet, you live at the comfort zone, like you don't have any issue with anybody, you understand? So that is the reason why I prefer you living in Airbnb or a sublet apartment, but not with a relative or a friend. You can do that. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but a lot of people have experiences and then the ups and downs, blah blah blah, and which I would like to talk about as my next point. So my next point is why now most people are not willing to accept people, let's say a friend who is, let's say someone and the person is not willing to accept you to live with the person or squat with the person, blah 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 blah. Now let me give you the reason why. See, the reason why some people nowadays are not willing to accept people to live with them is because of people nowadays are ungrateful. Understand? Someone will allow you to come and stay with the person for the time being whilst you are out in the hunt for your accommodation, your own apartment. But see, remember something. Before you came, the person was living his own life, like he or she knows how to live on her own or his own. The moment you join the person, you have hindered the person's privacy. There are a lot of things that some people want to be alone, have some quiet time with their family back at home, or there's this secret that they do, or there's this thing that they do that is supposed to be a secret. You understand? Yes, between them and God. You understand? But the moment you come, you have hindered that privacy. You have sat on it. The person cannot do it whilst you are around. You understand? So that's a problem. The other thing is, there are some people, the moment you allow them to come and squat with you or to come and live with you, they put all their burden on you. Oh, they forget that you are a student. You are also a student. You are living hand to mouth this thing. You understand? You are paying rent. You are paying a whole lot of things. When they come here, when you come, you know the number of bills we pay. We pay a lot as a student. We pay. You understand? So when you put your burden on your friend or your relative, do you think the person will not talk? The person will talk. The person will be tired of you. You understand? So don't go and squat with a friend or a relative with the mindset of the person taking care of you. You understand? The person can do that for like a week. After that week, you have to also contribute. Some people, they are dengbe pumping. Almost in POP. They can't straighten their hands. Very stingy. They wish for you to do things for them, but they don't want to, spend. You understand? Yeah. How can you live with someone? The person is giving you accommodation, a place to sleep, and you expect the person to be doing like everything for you, paying everything, buying you food, cooking everything. No, it's not done that way. You understand? So yeah, the person will be tired of you, and it will be a problem. You understand? So yeah, I have experience, a whole lot of experience. But yeah, so let me go to the other thing. Yeah, the next thing is that as a student, we live on a budgeted life kind of lifestyle. You understand? So because we live on hand to mouth, the way we eat is flexible. You understand? So someone can cook. I can cook and then I can cook for the whole week. It's okay. It will be okay for me. Or maybe some people can cook for the whole, like in 2 weeks time, like in 2 weeks interval. You understand? Yeah. So assuming I used to cook and the food will last for, let's say, one week or 2 weeks, and it's okay for me. That's how I have planned. I have budgeted my life to be like that, and I accept someone to come and squat with me. The person, mind you, the person will be eating also. The person, blah blah blah. So meaning things will go high. Like the way you consume, maybe you consume every month, you consume 100 euros. Let me say 100 euros. Then someone squat with you, and the person is dengbe, the person is pumping, the person is very stingy, doesn't want to support you. It will go like 200 euros or let's say 150 euros. And let me say the food that you use 1 week to consume, or let's say 2 weeks to consume, because of that person, you use like 2-3 days, the food is finished. You understand? And then the other thing is that there are some people too. Imagine you have gone to work, you are very tired, or you have gone somewhere, you are very tired, and you want to come and sleep. That is when the person will be doing free night call, Tigo free night call, MTN, Vodafone free night call. Will be talking with the girlfriend or the boyfriend or the family whilst you are sleeping. The person will be talking on top of his or her voice, to disturb you. Charlie, it will make you uneasy. You understand? And then also, the person, maybe whilst you are trying to sleep, person is watching a movie, shouting, talking, blah blah, or maybe the person's lifestyle is not in accordance to like how you live your life. You understand? Everybody and the way the person lives his or her life. You understand? So I know how I live my life. I know how I put my things here. Maybe the person will do it otherwise. Maybe people can choose to keep quiet, observe these people for some time. Charlie, when it gets to the neck and the person will still voice out, the person will still, Charlie, do this right, do this thing, do things right. Look at the way I do my thing, blah 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 blah. And by doing that, those people will get offended. Like they'll be on the defensive way mood, and they will be like, is it because you are helping me, so you want to control me, you want to blah blah blah, a whole lot. This issue, if I want to say more, Charlie, it will be something else. I would like to end here because the video is it's not long, the video is not long, but like I don't want it to go to that far. You understand? Yeah. So guys, let me know what you think at the comment section. So maybe I might have forgotten something that I need to speak about or talk about here. So that's it. So I've given you the three things that I wanted to speak to you about: types of accommodation, why I prefer you to live on your own apartment, and then why most people are not willing to accept. So yeah, these issues, you understand, are the reason why people are not willing to accept, because people are ungrateful. As soon as the person gets a place and leaves you, that's where the person will see the bad in you. The person will start spreading falsehood about you, how bad you were to the person, blah blah blah, a whole lot. Charlie, people have experience. One day I will invite somebody or I will interview someone to share with us his or her personal encounter with his or a friend, blah blah blah, for you to also like know it. You understand? So Charlie, we have a lot. You understand? Yeah, I have a lot, because Charlie, accepting someone to be with you, like to be in the same room with you, Charlie, it's hard. Your privacy. I mean, it's the privacy that is my most important thing. The privacy is taken away from you because of that person or that friend. You understand? And then sometimes too, if you want somebody to help you to come to your aid for you to score with the person, pre-inform the person as soon as possible, like earliest. You understand? So guys, let me know what you think at the comment section. If you think this video is useful, impactful, very nice, please. All I'll ask you to do is to like, share, comment, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this. Yeah, so if I said anything that is against, maybe if someone didn't like it or some people didn't like it, I'm so sorry. I didn't intend to, I didn't even go deeper, yeah, because this issue is so delicate, and you understand. Yeah, so I would like to end here with much greetings, and then to all my subscribers, thank you very much for showing me love, and then my old subscribers, thank you. And if today is your very first time watching me, you know what to do. Just put me on your notification alerts, so that every video that I will upload, you will be the first person to even have it before other people see it. You understand? So this is what we do, child. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's your boy Daniel B. Sido. Peace out. I end here with love. Stay blessed. Thank you very much.